Vayitzav Moshe Oisu. Moshe Rabbeinu, after he wrote the Torah, he gave it to Bnei Levi and the Jewish people. Vayitzav Moshe Oisu. Moshe Rabbeinu commanded them to say as follows. Miketz Sheva Shanim, in the end of every 7 years. B'moyed Shnasan Shmito b'Chag HaSukkos. Chag HaSukkos is Shmita, which means in the 8th year. Why we call it Shmita? Because what grew in Shmita still you can ask Gusha Shmita. When the Jewish people come in Chag HaSukkot to the temple to see Hashem, Tikro es ha-Torah azois neged kol Yisrael, which means Moshe Rabbeinu is giving the Torah to the Jewish people, and he says, I want that the Torah is going to be read in front of the entire Jewish people on Sukkot in the sabbatical year. Gather everyone, men, women, children, little kids. The Gemara in Chagiga says that you bring even little babies that don't speak, to give reward to those that bring them. But what is all this for? What do we have to do Hakel for? So the Apostle says, Lema, in order, Yishmiu, that they would listen. It says in the Rambam in Ilchos Chagiga that when we have Hakel, even people that only understand other languages, Mongolian, they only speak, who knows some African language, Spanish, Turkish. They don't speak at all Hebrew, they don't understand Hebrew. They still need to listen. Leman Yishmeu, they have to listen to the words of the Torah. The power of the words of the Torah. Uleman Yilmedu, in order they would learn. So in order to learn, they have to understand. Those that understand. Veyohu es Hashem Elokeichem. They will fear Hashem, your God, our God. Veshomu la'asos. And they will guard to do as all the words of the Torah. Ubneim, and the children. Ashelo yedu, the children that didn't stood on Har Sinai, the new generations. Yishmu, they will hear. V'yilmedu, and they will learn. Le'iyu es Hashem Elokeichem. So what do you learn from the Torah? You learn from the Torah to do the mitzvahs, to do the commandments? No, it says you would listen and learn to do what? To fear Hashem. Kol hayom, all the days, all the days. By you going to Hakel, you're going to fear Hashem all the days of your life on the earth. The Rambam explains in the end of its Chagiga, he said it many times, that Hakel, it's a mini Mamad Har Sinai. It's a copy of Har Sinai. We have Mamad Har Sinai, which all the Jewish people still. And every 7 years, we recopy Mamad Har Sinai. That's why we have the king. We have all the Jewish people come, even babies, as a Ma'amad. We gather everyone, men, children, everyone. After the babies are screaming, shouting, everybody's coming there. Nobody's at home. And they come to the temple, and you have a bima. The bima means they build a beam, a stage. They build a stage. And on top of the stage, what do you have? The Torah. It's Hashem speaking from the Torah. You have all the Jewish people, you have Har Sinai, and Hashem speaks the Torah. So this scenery is not just the words that Hashem said in Har Sinai, the Ten Commandments, which all the Torahs include in the Ten Commandments. It's not that Hashem gave us an Har Sinai in the whole Torah, it's true also. But if you look carefully, in Mamad Har Sinai, it says in Chumash Dvorim in the beginning, Parshas V'Eschana. It says that the reason why Hashem requests us to remember Har Sinai and why Hashem came in Har Sinai, leman yiras Hashem, in order to fear Hashem. The koilos, the voices, the brokin, everything, the fire, Eish Ochla, was ordered in order to give us fear of Hashem, yiras Hashem. Which means there's a mitzvah of every day, mitzvah to me this all the time is to remember Zachor. You should remember Yoim Asher Amata B'Choreb, the day you stood in Har Horeb, in Mount Sinai. What for? To fear Hashem. Which means Hashem could give us a Torah. But the reason why Hashem spoke to us and Har Sinai himself, and why he had the scenery of Koilos and walking and the fire, Eish Ochla, was in order to give fear of Hashem to the Jewish people. Is it what? Is it Hollywood scenery? Could be. It must be something deeper. It's a spiritual Hollywood. It's something spiritual. As we explain, what's the concept of Eish Ochla? Eish Ochla means, the word Eish is fire, fuego. Ochla means that eats. What is it? There's a fire that doesn't eat. A very strong fire. You throw a little stick inside, what happens? It eats it right away. It swallows it. It's so strong that the heat, even around the fire, just melts and swallows it. Like Baomet. But he has to run away from the heat. Eish Ochla. We eat you alive. Hashem revealed himself in Har Sinai in such a level that we have to fear Hashem, but not the normal fear. The fear of Hashem that we have to be, we want to be swallowed, we want to almost swallow to Hashem. We want to jump in to connect to Hashem. Eish Ochla, fire that eats. As he spoke about many times, with big Rabboni, I saw myself, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, when he used to speak from Reagan for 7-8 hours a day, and one day, he used to take his hand and tie his hand with a place of cloth. Because he was afraid that he would soul go out, would jump out and die. There was a lot of big tzaddikim at Morim. You have to throw yourself into the fire. Right. But that's mitzad, how much you have to feel into it. But here, it's not only to feel, automatically when you feel it, when you connect to Hashem, the nature of our soul is to jump in, is to go out for Hashem, to leave the world. And there was a big Admor, I forgot his name once. I forgot the name of the Admor. Some Admor, very famous. He used to tell his Shamish to tap it. When he learns Torah, to touch him a little bit in order that he should be attached to the ground. And one time, I think Michal, I forgot his last name. And one time his Gabbai didn't touch him, and his soul went out and he died. He died. He died. He left the world. Just from loving Hashem. His soul wanted to come out and jump into Hashem. As the Rambam says, what is Nevuah? A person is like, he takes off his physical clothing, his body, and he's totally connecting the Neshama. He wants to connect to Hashem. So as if the Neshama leaves the body. And when a person really is involved with loving Hashem so much, until the soul wants to jump out and just jump out and connect to Hashem to the level just Eish Ochla, the fire of Hashem eats us. That's the level that Hashem wants us to fear Hashem. So when we saw all that, gave us a fear of Hashem. So the Rambam says Akev is a mini Mama Narsi. That everybody comes and you have like the scene with Hashem. We have Beis Hamikdash. We have a stage. We have a Sefer Torah. The halach is, Abedino says that when we read the Torah, we have to stand up. Why? The halach of the Rambam says we don't need to. But there is a poskim that say you have to stand up. Why? The Abedino says because as if Hashem is speaking. Because the words of the Sefer Torah is the words of Hashem. So he's speaking from Hashem is speaking. You have to stand up. Tosha says, why do we bring little children that even bother the people in davening? Why we bring them? Because every Shabbos morning is like a mini Har Sinai. So we have once every 7 years, it's a big mini Har Sinai. So we want to copy this concept of Har Sinai that we have. It's set up, so in the middle of a beam and putting around it to give it the kavod, That's why we have to stand up. Or when we pick up the din, everybody has to bend down, the Rabban says. Why is that? It's all part of showing kavod, showing fear and awe to the Torah that will make those physical, external acts will affect our body, and we're able to fear Hashem. We're able to fear Hashem. This is what is called Akil about it. It's spoken many times about it. I want to say, now we hold the Yeshiva. It's a time that everybody has to do tshuva. So how do you do tshuva? If you feel your heart is like a stone, it doesn't work. I cry that my heart is not crying. It's dead heart. Sometimes excited. Now it's dead. I don't feel. I want to do tshuva. But nothing is moving there. Okay, I'm in Yeshiva. I'm learning Torah. I'm willing to put energy in Torah. But how can I feel pain or bring myself to a position that I can feel pain of what I did years ago, a year ago, half a year ago, a week ago, a month ago? It's gone. It's finished. I spoke Lashon. I did this sin, that sin. Guys get covered. Look at women. Whatever problems people have. I did. So how can I feel bad? How can I move my emotions? So it says here in the Torah that a Jew, Hashem told us in the Torah, there's ways how to arouse our fear to Hashem. Le'iro, he says, Leman. Yishbu le'iro es Hashem lokech. We're make an act. We're making an act. That act will cause us to fear Hashem. So how a person now, in 2019, Tavshin Pei, Rosh Tavshin Pei, the shop. Our Tavshin Pei, we're going to change and move our hearts to fear Hashem. How are we going to do it? So this coming Shabbos, it's called Shabbos Tshuva. What is Shabbos Tshuva? All the Jewish people gather in the synagogue. And the rabbi of the community of the synagogue, he comes and he speaks about Tshuva. He speaks about Tshuva. Okay, so here the rabbi speaks about Tshuva. How can that affect him? So we do acts. It's not a time just us to do Tshuva. We gather everybody, we do gathering of Tshuva, like a rally, a gathering of Tshuva. And the rabbi speaks about Tshuva. So all those things will cause a person to Tshuva. You have to sit down and do Cheshbon HaNefesh. Sit down and think about it. You have to do acts. Now, even though your heart is dead, but by you coming to a rabbi that speaks about Tshuva, and by you sitting down and thinking about Tshuva, Hashem, what good things Hashem did for you, what do you need to change? By doing all those physical acts, maybe something will move there and will change your heart. Change your heart. The Rambam says that Avas Hashem comes through Izbonanut. There's a commandment to love Hashem. How can you love Hashem? It's a fact, you all know. It comes through thinking about it. And I say, think about it. Izbonan is your look deep about it. Your understand what's all about. Introspect about Hashem. Meditate. You have to sit down and think about who is Hashem. Alone. Who is Hashem? What Hashem did for you. Who is Hashem in the world? Who is the Creator? The power of Hashem. And when a person sits down and he puts time to think about it, the Rambam says by itself, automatically, love will enters his heart. So that's what we have to do now. Now is the time of Seder Tshuva. It's a mitzvah to do what? It's a mitzvah to do tshuva. Not so simple. Not so simple. When you look at the Rambam, very weird. The Rambam doesn't say there's a mitzvah to do tshuva. The Rambam says it's a mitzvah to do vidu, to confess. And in order to confess, this is the language of the Rambam. The Rambam says, the Rambam says, mitzvahs ese, והוא שיושו בחויטה בחסדו לפני השם ויתוודה. You have to do tshuva and repent and confess. Uvidu. The Rambam Nahalocha says, Keshe yasa tshuva. when a man does tshuva, when he decides to do tshuva, and v'yoshu mecheta will repent from his sin, chayov lisvadosh, you're obligated to do vidui. Means there's no mitzvah to do tshuva. When you do tshuva, you're obligated to confess. So in order that the confess will not be zevach yeshoim toiva, will not be false confessing, vidui, false vidui, so you have to do tshuva. So it seems to be that tshuva is not a mitzvah on its own. Teshuva really is a mitzvah of confessing, which means a person sins, he sins against Hashem. So when you sin against Hashem, you have to ask teshuva from Hashem.
What's different than every day when we do that?
So about every day. The obligation of doing teshuva every day is not the teshuva. The teshuva is echitim. So how you can confess Hashem with faults? When you're full of sin, there's faults, it's shekel, it's to'eva. So you have to do tshuva in order to confess. But the mitzvah is to confess. Oh no, there's a mitzvah to do tshuva. I saw Minchas Chinuch, I couldn't find it now. But Minchas Chinuch says, tshuva is like the mitzvah of divorce. There's no mitzvah of divorce. A person wants to get rid of his wife, so he gives a divorce. There's no mitzvah to divorce. There's no mitzvah to do tshuva. The mitzvah to do tshuva is to do sin and do tshuva.
Does that mean we're married?
When I do sin, I'm the kind of mitzvah of tshuva because I'm going to do tshuva. No,
That
there's no
means
mitzvah.
we're married to our sins?
No. If a person did avera and when he wants to do tshuva, ksheyasa tshuva, it's a mitzvah to do vidu. So tshuva is part of vidu. That's what it seems on the Rambam, which is very hard. Because Hashem says it's very hard. The simple we see from the Rambam, and from many others, there's a mitzvah to do tshuva on its own. Very hard to understand.
Half of the parsha last week was about the mitzvah of tshuva.
She says, no, not mitzvah, no, it says a fact. The shavta, you will return. That says a chiyuv the shav. You will return, and when you will return, we're going to beat you up. And you return to Hashem. That's all. So it's a fact. There's no mitzvah every moment that you're not doing. In every moment you're doing tshuva, you're over a mitzvah's essence, you're not doing tshuva. If there is a chiyuv to do tshuva, every second that you're not kind of intercessor, you mevatel mitzvah of tshuva. Person did 20 sins. Every second that he doesn't do tshuva on those mitzvahs, he's over mevatel mitzvah says no, there's no chiyuv. When you do tshuva, when you decide to get rid of it, you have a chiyuv to confess. How can you? It's a result, but how can you not do tshuva? How can you do tshuva? It's not possible. Part of loving Hashem is a mitzvah to love Hashem. There's a mitzvah to fear Hashem. Part of mitzvah fearing Hashem, you have to confess to Him. How can you confess His fault? So it's like understood. It's part of it. Hashem doesn't have to tell you to do tshuva. Hashem has to tell you to clean when you order a bathroom. When a person goes to the bathroom, Hashem has to command to clean. No. He says when you daven, you have to be clean. No mitzvah to clean yourself. It's common sense. You can't come dirty. So it's not a positive. It's a mimela. It's a mimela. That's what it seems to be.
The person's chayav chatos.
Yes.
He lives in a very that he's chayav chatos.
Yes.
Is he chayav to bring that chatos?
Yes. And how the Rambam knows the chiyuv of doing? When it says when you bring the korban chatos, you have to confess. So he says when you do tshuva, you have to confess.
He's chayav to do the tshuva.
Chayav to bring the korban, and when you bring korban, you have to do vidu, and you cannot do vidu. Not do tshuva. Right.
So we don't let the korban.
It's an included, but it's not direct mitzvah. It's understood. It's understood. It's common sense. It's part of it. It's a chelek that if you don't have it, is missing. There's no direct chiyuv because otherwise, every second you didn't do tshuva, you're over allowed. That cannot be. You're over mitzvah. That cannot be. It has to be. You have a chiyuv to bring korban, and you have a chiyuv to do vidu when you bring the korban. We don't know it. I saw the Chassidus clearly like this, but that's what seems to the Rambam. There's a very strong ayah on Yom Kippur. On Yom Kippur says in the Rambam that the Seir HaMishlalech, the Seir Azazel, you should take a Seir, a goat, and you should take it out to Jerusalem and push it off the hill. He used to roll and rip to pieces. And that was a kapara for the Jewish people. So the Rambam says it's a kapara if we do tshuva. Without Tshuva, it doesn't work. But that's only for Averos Chamuros. But Averos Kalush, which is V'sh'al mitzvahs lo yitzas mitzvahs she'ein bein kores ema kalos. Any positive mitzvah or negative mitzvah, person ain't chaser. Person didn't say Kriya Shema time. The mitzvah says. He's mevata mitzvah says or lo yisaseh. All those mitzvahs, seira mishtaleach amechaper, even without tshuva. Because when the Kohen Gadol he takes, he does vidui for Klal Yisrael. So I have a meister vidui of the Kohen Gadol. And the Jew fasts in Yom Kippur, and he believes in general in the Torah. He believes in the Torah. So now we have a vidui, he believes in the Torah. And the Kohen Gadol is his shliach. And the Kohen Gadol did vidui, and he didn't do the tshuva. So you have a classical case. Two people. If the Kohen Gadol said vidui, is my shliach, I believe in the Torah. It says in the Gemara, as long you're not koifer b'Torah, and you're not megaled putting b'Torah sholem kalach, and you're not mefer a priest. The person doesn't make a nituach to take away his priest. The Greeks, there used to be the Jews in the time of the Greeks, ashamed of the priest. So they used to make operation to change, a surgery to change the priest. They shouldn't see that they had priests. So somebody breaks that, it means he has no relation with the common Jewish people. Somebody's koif kol haTorah kulo, so it doesn't work. It means he has no connection to Am Yisrael. But somebody that believes in the Torah, he didn't break away. He's not made for the priest. He fasted Yom Kippur, and the Kohen Gadol made vidui on the Sira Mishnah. And you didn't do vidui. You didn't even do tshuva on it. You ate chazer. You didn't say Kriya Shema on time. You mevatel mitzvah. He did many lavim, mucho, thousands of lavim. Comes Yom Kippur, the Kohen Gadol does vidui, and it works in the Chaper. How does it work? So what do we see? You have vidui with one person. The Kohen Gadol doesn't do tshuva. He's serious. He's a Talmid Chacham. He's a tzaddik. But the Jew, which is a Mishaleach, one Mishal, he didn't do tshuva. So since he's part of Klal Yisrael, and Klal Yisrael says, and he believes in that, so that itself does tshuva. So you see, vidui itself can create tshuva. Just by when the person himself does the vidui, it doesn't tshuva. It's a zevach shalom tev. It says false. How can you be a korban? You say vidui and you have ere and you didn't do tshuva. It's a zevach shalom toiv. It's a zevach havarasha. So it's a negative. It's a stumbling. It's a mafriya. It's a ma'akim. It's a preventing. There's no positive. It's understood. It's preventing. The raya is by Yom Kippur. By Yom Kippur we have the shliach tzibur, which is the Kohen Gadol does vidui, and the Jew didn't do tshuva, and it works as long as you're part of it. Even if you didn't tshuva. It's a raya that tshuva is just a ma'akev. When in the ma'akev, it's not really there because two different people, and as long as you're genuine with how it works, it's just a ma'akev. But so how can it be such an important thing? The Rabbeinu, the Chinur explains that the reason why Hashem made Yom Kippur, because really the human beings cannot follow this world without Tshuva. It's not possible to exist without the new creation of Hashem of Tshuva. Human beings cannot exist because of people, really, one who sins needs to die. So the only way for a human being to exist, Hashem recreated from the day of creation, He created one day of Tshuva. That day of Tshuva is kapara. It's a kapara. But there is an opinion that if a person fasts on Yom Kippur, even though he didn't do Tshuva, it's so much of the fact that you believe in the concept that is a cleanup for Klal Yisrael, and you fast, and you're part of that day. Even though you didn't do physical Tshuva, still Yom Kippur is mechaper. How does it imagine? That's the idea. It's Hashem wants to have a cleanup. Obviously, after the Tshuva, it's an akim. Some opinions are as long as you fast and you're part of that. So you cleaned up a little bit of the ma'akev because you believe in Yom Kippur, you believe in a cleanup, you believe in Hashem, you believe in that, you fast. The fasting itself, it's like the Tshuva, you're getting rid of your body that was involved with tightness. So a light, we have Tshuva light, you have Coca-Cola light, you have Tshuva light. So Yom Kippur, Tshuva light, some kind of a Tshuva that a person fasts Yom Kippur, he did that, he fasted, was involved with Hashem, that really is enough. Yitzur Hashem mechaper. What? Tshuva. No, there is an opinion without Tshuva. Yitzur mechaper without Tshuva. Now look, you have to have Tshuva. Now Rambam is ready. Chacham holds Yom Kippur is mechaper only Lashovi, only those true Tshuva. So you need to now have a makkah. But the same idea, how can Rebbe hold something? Because so if a Tshuva was in essence a positive thing, cannot be there's such an opinion without Tshuva Yom Kippur is mechaper. How's it work? When I was a young boy, I went to Rabbi Zim with my father's home. Not a young boy, I was maybe 13, 14 years old. And he told us that when he was a young boy, maybe 3 or 4 years old, in Europe, in Kielenzug, came a big Maggid. And he came to the city, and he had a shayla. Does Yisurim mechaprim only with kavon or not? A person has Yisurim, has pain. We know the law is Yisurim mechaprim. Teshuva is mechaprim. Yisurim mechaprim is level certain averos. Teshuva is not enough to remove the avera. You have to have Teshuva and Yisurim. And certain averos, even Teshuva and Yisurim is not enough. You have to have death. There's levels. But one of the ways of kapara is Yisurim. Now what happens if a person has Yisurim without Teshuva? He has no kavanah to do Teshuva. He has Yisurim. Does Yisurim mechaper without kavanah? We know Yom Kippur, Teshuva needs to have kavanah. That's the whole point. You do vidu, it has to be Teshuva, otherwise it's false. Yom Kippur we find, there is an opinion that Yom Kippur is mechaper without Teshuva. Rebbe holds, without Teshuva Yom Kippur mechaper. The fact it's like Teshuva like, you're involved with getting rid of Yisurim, putting Yisurim on yourself. For what? For the sake of kapara. Even though you need to do detailed Teshuva, but you're involved to be a general request of forgiveness, and you're taking your flesh and meat out and you're burning it, the calories, for the sake of Hashem, of Teshuva, of repentance, of Yisurim. It's a kind of Yisurim. So, it's mechaper. But there you believe in Yom Kippur. You're doing an act of bringing Yisurim on yourself. So there's opinions mechaper. The law is you need to do. The shaila is Yisurim in general. Yisurim mechaper, we don't cover on that. It's a big shaila. We have a lot of non-religious people that before they die, are Yisurim. That they go to Olam Haba or not. So this Maggid says, yes, they go to Olam Haba. What's his raya? His raya was the Gemara in Brochis Dafei. The Gemara asks, what is the makor of Yisurim mechaper? So the Gemara brings two sources. One source the Gemara brings down, the Kalvachoymer, from Shendan, a slave. A slave that is totally, his whole body is under his master. How does he free his body from his master? If they take his tooth or they poke his eyes, he goes for free. So if Shen, one tooth or one eye can free entire body from slavery, Isurim, which is in the whole body of a person, can free the whole body away from the sins that a person did against Hashem. The Gemara brings it by saying another ayah from melach. The same way that melach on meat takes away the blood, also Yisurim, it's like melach, like salt, gets into the body and takes away the averos. So came this Gordon, this Rabbi Zimmerman told us, when I was a little boy, this Maggid that came to the city in Kielenzug, he said, wait a second, what's the difference between the Turi Kedah, the first pay or second pay? It's very simple. Kavon. It has to do with Shem B'ayin. So the master at Kavon wanted to damage him. Gave him the bang. What happens? He took a Shem B'ayin, not the Kavon. The Shoyge. He's all the word loyal. Shay. But Melach, it's a fact. It's a reaction. It's a chemical reaction. If you put the melech on the meat, if you want or you don't want, Kavon takes out the blood. So he says that's why Yisurim, even without Kavona, the fact that you have Yisurim on a person's body, that itself cleans him up. And he connects to Hashem, he goes to Olam Haba. I saw the Marchu, Chaim Vital bring the name of the Arizal, in Shara Gilguli, and he says, most people come again to the world through Gilguli, reclamation. He says there's one way to bypass Gehenna. If a person has a lot of Yisurim before he dies, he doesn't go to Gehenna. He doesn't have to go to Gehenna. It's a cleanup. It's a big limud schus. You can have all those Jews that have Yisurim just 2 weeks ago, which is Shabbos, I went to visit this woman, and her husband supports the Yeshiva in many ways. And the Baal Teshuva, so, they're from the aristocratic Jews in Israel, rich families. Then I went to visit her, her mother died, and the Krayot, very far away, 3 hours away from Yerushalayim, and after Haifa. Anyhow, travel, away, we stopped. Anyhow, we got to the husband, and the woman was not there, and she spoke to me through the phone. So I want to tell you what happened by my mother. My mother was very sick. And she wasn't religious. The kibbutz, who knows, came from, maybe Hungary, where she came from. And right before she died, she took care of her. The daughter did Teshuva. So she gave her something to eat. She said a bracha with her. She said a bracha. And then she looked at her. One day she called her and said, listen, you think I'm going to be able to pass this night? I don't think I'm going to make it. She says, no, you make it, you make it. And then suddenly she picked up her hands and she says, God, I'm asking you forgiveness for all the stupid things I did in my life. Shema Yisrael, Hashem, Hashem, Echad. And she, now this woman's not religious all life. And the daughter asked her, what do you mean? You did shtuyot in your life? She says, you don't know my life. I did a lot of shtuyot. Now, the daughter's telling me that story. She's all crying. And what a mother, what she is. She's about Teshuva, what she is. The last moment of our life. The whole life, she's not religious. Who knows of them kibbutzim? No religious. Chayva Aduma, they say. The red Chayva. Had no connection to Yiddishkeit. But after all the pain she had, she says, I realize I'm not going to make it. Hashem is punishing. I'm leaving the world. She says, Hashem forgive all the she did Teshuva. So true, definitely she did. But all these Surim, even without Kavanah, the fact she had Kavanah, these Surim are happy. It's a big limud schus. So she had schus somehow. You can say that most Jews, when they really have pain, they scream Shema Yisrael. They make against Hashem. All those, definitely, all the old generation. They had it all mixed up. I remember I had this old man, 94 years old, trying to gave some money to the Yeshiva, gave him to fix the courtyard of the establishment. Okay? And I talked to him about Hashem, and he tells me, who knows? I don't know. But on the other hand, he speaks to me, I want to give money to Torah, to Yeshiva. He's like, he doesn't believe in Hashem.
It's called hedging his bets.
There's all mixed up. Just doesn't know what's going on. I said, I don't know what's going on. But when it comes to the bottom line, you know what they do? So even if they do it as a suffix, just in case, okay? So the Teshuva, just in case, whatever Teshuva is. But if they have Isurim, even the Teshuva they did is just in case. The Isurim is Mechab. Even without Kavanah. Why is that? Yom Kippur, we said, even according to Rebbe, you need to have what? You have to fast. You have to believe in Tzuma Shal Yom. And the halachas have to do Teshuva. Teshuva needs to have definitely Kavanah. Vidu needs to have Kavanah. Yisuri, affliction that Hashem brings on a person, even without Kavanah, that itself is enough. Why? What's the smoke? You can say the smoke is. It's a reality. It's air. Which means, in my head, I think, that a person makes a balance of his life. When a person's in Yisuri, he says, what all my life is worth now, I have in Yisuri. I saw a statement of there was a famous guy that invented the Apple computer, Steve Jobs. So before he died, he wrote, he says, what's worth all my 300 billion? He was worth 300 billion. He's the richest man ever. More than Rockefeller. But anyhow, he said, what's worth all my pain? So he started thinking, what's my life having meaning? So he connected to love. Wrong, you had to talk about love of Hashem. He had the wrong conclusion. But that pressure to start thinking, what is your life is worth? When this moment you have an end of the life. As the Zohar says, a person can live 1,000 years, but the last day of his life, he will look back on his life and he will see his life as a blink of an eye. He says, the whole life, like, what's the logic? What's the svara behind it? Because when there is an end, when you balance all the 1,000 years of good life, when there's an end, If you put it in scale, it's like a blink of an eye compared to what you're stuck now. Because you live in the now. So Yisurim, when a person is in the midst of Yisurim, and he's Yisurim that is an end of his life, definitely. So then he has to rebalance his life. So he takes all the life that he had, stupid things, shovad, and he said, I did a lot of stupid things. Just forget it, it's nothing. Now the end, the real end to end is coming. And all the stupid thing has no value. It's finished. Has no meaning. Because then there's an end, and the end is pain. So a person has to reset his values in his life. And what he does, he disvalues all the stupid things he did. So it's a kind of a tshuva. So you can say Yisurim is not, Yisurim is nothing. It's just a magic is mechapek. You can say Yisurim before death. Those like Yisurim will start Yisurim. But real Yisurim, that it makes a person to rebalance, to revalue his life. He's basically giving away the happiness of life, whatever he calls life, for nothing. There's no value. So it's a kind of a tshuva in general. Oh no, it's not real. Any Yisurim, even if a person doesn't revalue, he's in a coma, doesn't know what, he doesn't revalue his life. Stop. He didn't do that realization of his mind. He didn't do it. Normally a person does. But it depends what type of Yisurim. Yisurim that a person has pain. Okay? Has pain. Doesn't mean that he thinks it's the end of his life. He thinks he will come out of it. So he doesn't revalue his life. Still, Yisurim mechapi. Does any Yisurim mechapi or any Yisurim, we talked about it, so you can say, no. Even Yisurim that you don't revalue life. Start Yisurim. In essence, Yisurim mechapi. The fact is that a person took a life and he used life as against Hashem. Now he's been taken away, so the fact is being taken away. Because Teshuva is not a mitzvah. Teshuva is a ma'akev. Teshuva is something that prevents you from coming close to Hashem. So now the body's being taken away, the physical happiness and excitement and all that is being because there's pain. So it's being taken away, not the ma'akev. It's not that you need Teshuva. Teshuva is a mitzvah, a positive thing. So how can Yisur come happy? It's magic. But if Teshuva is not a mitzvah on its own, Teshuva is just is when you do Teshuva, you have to do vidu. Because it's a ma'akev. How can you come back to Hashem without cleaning up your damages? But what happened if you got to clean up by force? They came and they cut your stomach. All the chazan you ate is being cut away. Takes away. All the examination, now you have pain, which means the happiness of life being taken away through pain. So now it's being taken away. Measure the measure is being taken away, so you don't have a market. It's not a real tshuva. A person that'll be super happy, but it's not a real kapok, which I would type of level. But in concept, because you don't have to have das in it. If tshuva is a ma'akev, you can understand what Rabbi Zimmer said according to this Goy, or this rabbi that said that why is so happy without tshuva? Because the tshuva is not a chiyuv, it's just a ma'akev. So then you remove the ma'akev. But if you say tshuva, it's a positive thing. So you have to say Yisur Mechapi only when he revalues his life and really kind of makes a light tshuva on his life. That's what should be zoich. To yiras Hashem, to do ma'asim, to yiras Hashem.